Hey guys, Deathloader Magic here. No matter how many times my job tries to kill me, I'm still kicking, so I'm gonna keep making spoilers. Let's go. First up, I think I've spoiled this one before, but it's Zarek, the Silent King. King of the Bionicle universe, I assume. Now, I don't mean to brag here, but my knowledge of Warhammer 40K is second to none. So anyway, 4-cost triple black 3/4 legendary artifact creature Necron. The Necrons, of course, being giant copper and bronze robots. And he has flying and my will be done, so whenever he attacks, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact, creature card, or vehicle card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. Selective card draw mixed with the scry mixed with graveyard packing. Heck yeah. Next up, the Swarm Lord, of course, the Zerg Queen. She's there to fight the Terrans, obviously. I don't need to explain that to you. That's a 6-cost triple color 5/5 Tyrannid, rapid regeneration. The Swarm Lord enters the battlefield with 2/1/1 counters on it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. And Xenos Cunning, whenever a creature you control with a counter on it dies, draw a card. Ooh, not bad. I don't think I would make this my commander, but you know, hey. Then we got Inquisitor Greyfax. On our way to a steampunk convention, obviously. Getting back into it after Cyberpunk got a patch. So it's 3 costs, worst color combination in the game. 3/3 legendary creature, human inquisitor, vigilance, and unquestionable wisdom. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 and have vigilance, and hunt for heresy. Nice. You pay 1, you tap it, tap target creature, both controls, and investigate. I mean, it's just an alright card, nothing really special. Next up, Noise Marine. What? That's a real thing? So, 5 cost 3/2, creature, oh, I get it, okay. Astartes warrior, so creo que está Dia de los Muertos, and that's why he got his guitar out. Otherwise, normally he'd be using a gun, but he had a couple too many tequilas. And he has Cascade, one of the worst mechanics ever made, and Sonic Blaster when Noise Marine enters the battlefield. Divertides y vaya con Dios, vámonos. Y también, it deals damage equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn to any target. Oh good, Cascade plus Pseudostorm. I guess in the 40K universe they haven't cured cancer yet, because here it is, in card form. Next up, Magus Lucia Kane. So this is actually canonically a gender-swapped Professor X. Fun little lore fact for you there. So it's a 4-cost, 3-color, 1/1. Oh, this is going to be good. These are usually nuts. Spiritual Leader. Oh, it's a legendary creature, human Tyrannid wizard, by the way. But Spiritual Leader, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then Psychic Stimulus. Tap her. Add 2 generic, or colorless, whatever. When you next cast a spell with X in its mana's cost, or activate an ability with X in its activation cost this turn, copy that spell or ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. Holy balls, is that powerful. And a 3-color like Hydrate Crisis Ramp Blitz deck with a little bit of treasure back end, you could get some stuff going. Next up, Imhotep, the Storm Lord. Ah, yes, I'm familiar with Imhotep. He was resurrected after being rescued from the Shadow Realm after losing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So he's a 4-cost black 3/3 legendary artifact creature, Necron, and he has Pharaon or Phiron or who knows. Whenever one or more artifact creatures leave your graveyard, create 2, I can read, black Necron warrior artifact creature tokens, okay, and then Grand Strategist at the beginning of combat on your turn. Another target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains menace until end of turn. I kind of zoned out halfway through looking at that, but I'm sure this is lovely. Next up, Ba Liquor. Okay, just gotta put that apostrophe in there. You know, you're not exotic enough. Anyway, the Dark Master. He is a 6-cost 6/5, and that is false. Mark Rosewater is the only Dark Master at Wizards of the Coast. So legendary creature, demon noble with flying, and Prince of Chaos. When we'll just call him Billy. When Billy the Dark Master enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is the number of demons you control. So it's at least 1. And then Lord of Torment. Whenever another demon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Yeah, I mean, Demon Tribal, I've never really seen it. It's way up there. It's kind of like Sphinx Tribal. You just can't get it low enough to actually play it. But who knows? You can get away with anything, Commander. Next up, it's Marneus Calgar, because it ain't sci-fi fantasy unless people have funny-sounding names. I mean, this could have just as easily been Marty Calhoun, but then you'd be like, oh yeah, I think I saw him down at the pub, you know? Oh, he's uno de los Astartes, lo siento. So it's Marneus Calgar. Lo siento a todos Latinos. So he's a 5-color, just toxic ass cancer. I guess they call it Esper. I think we know at this point what I think of those stupid hottie nicknames. Spoiler alert, nobody thinks you're cool, they just think you're an elitist douche. So legendary creature, Astartes warrior, double strike, and master tactician, es el mejor en el mundo. Whenever one or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. That is nutty. And then Chapter Master pays 6. Create 2/2/2 white Astartes warrior creature tokens con vigilance. Oh, muy bien. This guy's like really powerful. Well, good for Marty. Next up, Death Leaper Terror Weapon. So that guy with the guitar, a couple spoilers back, he's actually in the band Death Leaper Terror Weapon, and this is their album cover. That's one of my favorite 40K stories. So he's Christmas colors because, you know, of course, Christmas album. And 3/3 legendary creature Tyrannid, Flash, Haste, and Flesh Hooks. Creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn have double strike. Ooh. Oh, that's spicy. Next up, Broodlord. Of course, another Zerg card. One of the favorite factions in the 40K universe. So it's... What do you have to solve for X? Okay, X plus 3 plus 1, 4 plus... It's... Who cares? 3/3 creature Tyrannid, Ravenous. This creature enters the battlefield with a bunch of 1/1 counters on it, equal to X. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters. Cool. And then Brood Telepathy. When Broodlord enters the battlefield, you must construct additional pylons. And also, distribute X 1/1 counters among any number of other target creatures you control. Yeah, if you ramped all the way to the moon and back, you could really do some damage with this card and probably the deck that it's in. Next up, Old One-Eye. Oh yeah, I think I killed him in Fallout New Vegas. So it's a 6-cost 6/6 legendary creature Tyrannid, Trample, and other creatures you control have Trample, and when Old One-Eye enters the battlefield, create a 5/5 green Tyrannid creature token and fast healing. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may discard 2 cards. If you do, return Old One-Eye from your graveyard to your hand. You lose 2 cards and he only goes to your hand? Okay, fine. Well, I mean, if he was your commander, you can return him to hand after declining to put him back in the command zone if he dies, and then you can just cast him for 6 again. Now, that would be worth it if he did anything anybody gave a crap about. Okay, a free 5/5 in Trample, that's not that bad. Next up, the First Tyrannic War, which of course was the initial working title of Jurassic Park. It's a saga, but it does not have read ahead, and if you go to step 1 there, what do I always say? When you go to step 1... You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield if its mana cost contains X and enters the battlefield with the number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of lands you control. So free casting for 5 and then you keep going. I mean, plus it's bigger. That's nuts. And then double the number of each kind of counter on target creature you control for 2 and 3. Oh, hot tamales. This is muy bien. Or muy bueno. Whatever. Next up, let's see, I believe, if my Warhammer 40K alien space language is correct here, I believe that translates to Hydralisk. Is anybody even still watching this that plays Warhammer? Let me know down in the comments section. I mean, you're awfully brave to make it this far into the video without cringing so hard that you pull a muscle and have to go seek medical attention. So this gem right here is 1 blue plus 1 red plus X00, and it has Ravenous. And that's this creature enters the battlefield with the X 1/1 counters on it. If X is 5 or more, draw a card. So, okay, cool. And then Flying and Ward 2, hello. And when Hydralisk enters the battlefield, it does X damage to any target with the Spitting Needles. Hey, that's pretty good. Next up, Hormagaunt Horde, which I guess that's its name in German. I don't know what the English one is. Anyway, it's 1 green plus X 1/1 creature Tyrannid. And Ravenous, and then Endless Storm. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, you may pay 3 with one of them being green, and if you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. That is crazy good. And distinctly a black ability, but sure, let's throw it on green, why not? Next up, Toxicrene. Have you tried the new Toxicrene? Oh, no, I think it was recalled. Probably because it contained 100% pure Tyrannid. So it's a 4-cost 2/4, Reach, Death Touch, and Hypertoxic Miasma. Oh, that's why it was recalled. Okay. All lands have tap, add 1 mana of any color, and lose any other abilities. Ooh. All lands. 100% of lands owned by all players in multiplayer Commander. Ah, yes, the famous Blood Moon Tyrannid. By the way, this is also typically a red or black ability, so they're really just taking the color pie and just eating it, pretending it didn't exist. Next up, Gyre Gahirison. You know what? Ghirardelli Starn, the famous chocolatier. And he's a Kellermorph. Oh, I remember that book series when I was a kid. That was really popular. Legendary creature, Tyrannid Human, and 3/2, Ward 2, 3 Otto Stubbs, which that's got to be an offensive term for somebody with 3 freaking arms. Okay, so whenever another source you control deals exactly 1 damage to a permanent or player, he deals 2 damage to that permanent or player. That is weirdly specific, but okay. Next up, Bio. I don't know. I can't just be throwing around the PH slur there. I don't know, bro. I'm going to go with the more polite term of bio-homosexual, and it's 2 green plus is a 1/3 creature, human, tyrannid, wizard. I can read, seriously. They called me in when I was on call at work at 1 in the damn morning, okay? I'm lucky I'm still standing right now. I'm sitting down, actually. What even is this? I can't wait to try to edit this train wreck. And I did go to the bar, and I don't drink alcohol, but I am way over the legal limit on maple bacon fries. Anyway, this card here, genomic enhancement. I mean, whatever you want to call your orientation, buddy. Anyway, if you tap him, add 1 mana of any color. If the mana is spent to cast a creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with 3 auto stubs. Oh, sorry, I misread that. My poor tired eyes. It enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it. Woo! For a mana dork, honestly, that's pretty cool. Next up, Gene Stealer Patriarch. Man, why you gotta steal Gene, man? Nobody gonna pay his ransom. He ain't got friends, he ain't got money. Anyway, it's 5 cost blue, 4/4 Tyrannid, and Gene Stealer's Kiss. Is this entire set just Tyrannids? Anyway, whenever he attacks, put an infection counter on target creature defending player controls. Is that an infect counter? Is that the same thing where it's basically just wither? It's a -1? No. Wait, no, an infection counter. No, okay. Boy, they shouldn't have named it that. And then Children of the Cult, whenever a creature with an infection counter dies, if its owner's name was Gene, you create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a Tyrannid in addition to its other types. I feel like that's a little specific, but it could work. And just like cinnamon with an S, it's not quite the same thing. Would this still apply to people named Gene with a J? I'll have to look up the ruling. And finally, the last one for this video. It's, they're doing like the D&D thing. So it's Tyrannids. Hurry, Dan. People didn't love that. I'm surprised they did that again. So it's a 6 cost 4/4 Tyrannid and flying in Ward 4, in other words, hexproof, and Shrieking Gargoyles. Whenever a Tyrannid, hurry, Dan. Or another Tyrannid you control deals common damage to a player, create a 1/1 blue Tyrannid Gargoyle creature token with flying. Oh boy. If you're already hitting hard enough for this to be relevant, you would have won anyway. This is a if you're already winning, win more, or otherwise do nothing card, and these are a trap. Do not run these. Take this out of your deck if you buy this deck. This is not good. So that's it for the spoilers for now. Leave a like if you absolutely just love this video and the very informative lore references and history from your fellow 40K expert. There will definitely be a part 2 because there are about this many more spoilers and possibly additional ones after that. So subscribe to not miss anything. And so far, I think as a Warhammer 40K expert level lore specialist, I would give this, design-wise and just overall, this is go overall, a knowledge is power, guard it well out of 10. I'll see you guys next video.